First question. So it is actually the plant cell actually. So plant cell, you can see that they are asking converting light energy into chemical energy. So who will convert light energy into chemical energy generally? So that is what we used to say is chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is the one which will help us to trap sunlight, which will help to make convert the sunlight energy into chemical energy. That is what food process. So here in this process, in this diagrams, which is representing the chlorophyll means chlorophyll is present inside the what? Chlorophyll is present inside the, yes please,
Chloroplast.
chloroplast. So that is what? So chloroplast is the answer which will convert chemical energy into, light energy into chemical energy. So that is what you have to remember. So next, this is the most important question regarding enzymes actually. Okay. Regarding enzymes, this is one of the most important actually. So we all know in our stomach, we are having a food is traveling from like a long distance from the mouth to the anus. So middle, many enzymes are there and many chemical substances will be added up and many things is going to happen. So before going to discuss this question, if I shows this question to many people don't know anything what is happening also. But here you see only two things you have to remember. This is a very simplest question which you have to remember. First thing, we are having two different things in our stomach actually. So entire alimentary canal. So one is in the place of stomach. Our stomach is in what medium? Anybody can tell me? Stomach inside what medium it is? Acidic medium or basic medium? It is in acidic medium because HCl will produce. So HCl, and I already told you the pH value of this HCl is almost 1. So it is highly acidic in nature. That's why to maintain this one, our stomach will also release us another one. What is this one? Everybody? To maintain, to balance it, mucus. So that is what hydrochloric acid. So then after that is why a protein digesting enzyme, pepsin, is active. The action of the enzyme pepsin is active only in which medium? Everybody? Acidic medium. So that is why the stomach will be in acidic medium. And then next, the mucus will protect our inner lining of the walls, stomach from the action of the acid under normal conditions. After that, if the food will go into the small intestine. So we all knows that small intestines differs in various, that's what. And here there is a basic medium. Small intestine, what is the medium? Where it is that point is there? Everyone, anybody? Yeah, here. So the food coming from the stomach is acidic and it has to be made alkaline for the pancreatic enzymes to act. So bile from the liver accomplishes this, an addition acting on fat. So fats present in the intestine in the form of large globules, which makes it difficult for enzymes to act on them. So that's why bile salts break them down into smaller globules, increasing the efficiency of enzyme action. So that is what we can say from this. Like you can see, this is the similar to the emulsifying action of soaps on dirt that we have learned about in chapter number 4. Chapter number 4 is a what? Anybody? Carbon and its compounds. So carbon and its compounds we studied emulsifying salts. That is what? Soaps preparation. How the detergents and soaps will remove the dirt from the stain, that is a cloth or dress or stains remover. Similar action will be taking place. So we all knows here the small intestine in what medium? Basic medium or acidic medium? Anybody? Small intestine inside, it is active in what medium? Trypsin. Where is the trypsin word, Hari? Here? Pepsin and trypsin is there, correct? Here, somewhere it will come.
Yes, sir.
Where is the trypsin? Not there? Okay. So two things you have to remember. One is small stomach. Stomach is in acidic medium and small intestine will be in what medium? Everybody? It is in basic medium. So then only the digestion will be complete properly. So now, yeah, down to chapter 4 it is there. Okay. So if you have seen here, the pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, which contains enzymes like trypsin for digesting proteins and lipase for breaking down the emulsifying fats. So here they're present and they will be basically they are in a basic medium only, they will be very, very active. So now the given question is C. Which enzyme is most active in the stomach? They are asking. So stomach means it is highly acidic in nature or basic in nature. It is acidic.
Acidic nature.
That is also the pH value is very low. I told you as hydrochloric acid, the pH value is approximately it is equals to 1. That is why the burning action is very high if you are having an ulcer or anything. So now what is the answer? Very active enzyme. It is
Yeah.
option A. Clear everyone? Basically, we can say which enzyme is active. We can say D, but they are asking in stomach. Stomach means it is A. Suppose if it is a small intestine, what is the enzyme? If it is a small intestine,
Option D.
option D. That is what I am saying. So if it is a small intestine, D. If it is the stomach, option A. That is what you have to remember. Next question. Microorganisms are used to convert milk into yogurt. The pH of the milk is regularly recorded as it is turns into yogurt. Yogurt means like a curd. Which graph shows the change in pH as the yogurt is made? So that is what you have to make it. So we all knows that when it is converting into curd, acidic nature will increases or decreases. Everybody.
Increases.
Yes.
Increases.
Increases. That is what. So yogurt means you can see milk mist and all you might be notice it. Yogurt means like something solidified one. Nothing else is there. Indirectly, if you want to say, it's like it's a food produced by bacterial fermentation of milk. So please note it. Milk mist. How many of you know milk mist companies? You know anybody? Milk mist companies. So it is a bacterial fermentation. It is a food actually produced by bacterial. That's a curd. I want to say exactly simple language. If you want to say bacterial fermentation of milk, you can just put, even we used to consume this one. You might be notice it. So that is only we used to say yogurt actually. Even though we can make it in home also. So we used to use to consume this one yogurt. So now this is what they are asking. So which graph will represent the pH of that one? That's what they are asking it. Yogurt.
Option D.
Yes.
C.
Yogurt, what will happen? The pH value increases or decreases? Yes, please. Decreases because acidic nature is increases. So pH value is decreasing. When keep on time fermentation increases, the acidic nature. What is the acid present in the curd?
Lactic acid.
Lactic acid. The acid increasing. Acidic nature is increasing. pH value decreasing or increasing?
Decreases.
Decreasing. So which is the option? D. Please
Option
solve.
D, sir.
That's what I says. But biology integrating with the chemistry, that is only very important. You should understand that. Which is the equation for photosynthesis they are asking. So which is the equation for photosynthesis? Option A, it's not there, it's a simple one, but just they are saying. Which statement describes transpiration? What is transpiration, everybody? What is transpiration? Loss of water from plants. Am I right or wrong? For loss of water from the plants. That is what is the answer. So what is that, anybody? First option. Evaporation of water. Evaporation of water from the plants only we used to call it as transpiration. So that's what you have to remember. Next. So not this one. So here there is a question. I want to teach that question. So both here also same. So the graph shows the effect of pH stomach only. So there is a question here regarding again menstrual cycle. You all can see similar question, graph based question, menstrual cycle we studied. Do you remember, everybody? Offline class I have taught you. Am I right? Please respond. How the graph will be that? Yeah. So this is the similar question here. The diagram shows the changes that occurs to the uterus lining during the menstrual cycle. See that how beautiful the question is. Entire menstrual cycle they are representing in the form of totally 28 days. I told you, if it is a healthy woman, what is the menstrual cycle time? 28 days only. Am I right or wrong? All of you. Yes, so 28 to 30 it will come. So now they are noticing different periods here. So 28 to 5th, you can notice it. 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is representing X. So which stage of the cycle is represented by the X they are asking? Anybody? Which stage? See that the walls of the thickness is keep on increases. If a fertilization, implantation fails, then what will happen at the 28th day, 28th, 29th, higher thickness. So the bleeding breaks, and it will be started coming out. So it will be continuous next 4 or 5 days. I already told you this. Anybody? What is the option? Menstruation. That is what is the general life process which will be carried out in the women's. So if the implantation occurs, the baby fetus will grow. Where implantation fails, the lining of the uterus will start breaks. All the things it will be coming out. The wastage will be coming out from the body. So that is what is a menstrual cycle. See that directly people will ask a question theoretically. That is what is general approach. But here you see that how it is the diagram is represented and how it is asking. But even this is the diagram, you can remember entire concept of that one, menstrual cycle. Because we all knows, you can see thickness of the uterus will never be zero. Of course, till 5th, the bleeding will take place. But by the time itself, again, have you noticed that? Again, the next cycle thickness is keep on increases. Do you understand it? So from the day one of the menstrual cycle, the uterus is ready, started making itself ready for the next one. Because why? From the day one itself, what will happen? From the day one itself, another change will take place in the uterus. What will happen, guys? Fallopian tubes, that eggs, ovules will start maturing the egg. So the egg will start maturing on the first day, and it will be growing at the time of 12 to 14. If you are a normal person, 12 to 14 egg will be released into where? Anybody? 12 to 14 egg will be released into where? Fallopian tubes. So then by the time if the fertilization occurs, if the sperm will reaches to the fallopian tubes, so fertilization occurs, zygote will form, and then from 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 21, it will be started coming zygote, and it will start displacing towards to the walls of the uterus. If it reaches, fertilization occurs. That is what is the third week we says. So first week it is growing 2 weeks. Second week, next it is fertilization occurs. Then the zygote will form. Then implantation occurs. That is what after 30th to 35 day, or mostly by 40th day, if still menstrual cycle is not happened, menstruation is not occurs, then only the pregnancy test will be done. If it is showing positive, we can say it is if you're a healthy person, definitely it will show the pregnancy positive after the 40th days. That is how the life cycle of a woman will be carried out. So the system will be automatically ready for every cycle, even though the menstruation occurs. So that is what the entire concept of this is a single circle, you can remember. So that is a very important question. Next question. Oxygenated blood returns to the heart from the lungs in a vessel X, and it leaves the heart to the circulate around the body in a vessel Y. So what is that? They are talking about only left heart. Both are left heart. Coming to the oxygenated blood, coming to the heart, and oxygenated blood leaves to the heart. So what is the X and Y? Everybody. Who will bring the
Pulmonary.
oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left artery or right atrium? Left atrium. Am I right, Hari? So from there,
Yes, sir.
left ventricle, aorta. Aorta will be the main one, which will be carried the oxygenated blood to the entire heart. And who will bring the oxygenated blood to the heart? Everybody. The only
Pulmonary vein.
yeah. Only vein which will bring the
Pulmonary vein.
oxygenated blood is the pulmonary vein. So what is the answer? Option? Option C.
Option C.
Next. Option C. Next question. Which row is correct about the aerobic respiration? Relative amount of energy is released. Gas used. Aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means what? Energy release. Energy release
Large amount
what?
of energy.
Large
Large
and the
energy.
gas is used. What is the gas using? Aerobic respiration, not photosynthesis. Respiration means what gas will use?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Option B. Next. Which component of cigarette smoke reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood? Cigarette smoke. Cigarette smoke, everything what it will produce? The dangerous
Carbon
gas,
monoxide.
carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. So that's what lung cancer will happen. Carbon monoxide, which will reduce the oxygen carrying capacity to the blood. Why? It will be more friendly. It is more affinity towards to the oxygen for reacting. What is the reason? Carbon monoxide react with oxygen, it will form what? Carbon monoxide highly react with
Dioxide.
oxygen. It will form carbon dioxide. So the carbon monoxide is the one which will reduce that one. Next, the diagram shows seedling with its root and shoot horizontal. The seedling is kept moist for 3 days. Where will the greatest concentration of auxin be found? Very good question actually it is. Auxins are present in, we have studied. Auxins are present in which part of that? Everybody.
Growing department.
Yes, which part of that plant will be having auxins? Everybody. Production of auxins will take place only at the one part. What part? Anybody? Yes. So now in these 3 parts, which part is the auxins to be found? Anyone? Highest auxins is present in which part? Where will be the greatest concentration of auxin be found? Anybody? Growing tips are. Any one of you? A, B, C. C parts is there. I want answer from anyone.
Yes.
A. A, B, C, D. 4 parts are there. C. I want reason also. If you say A, Y, C means C, D means D, B means yes.
So root will go downwards, so oxygen will be in opposite.
Auxins will be in opposite. Then why can't A and why can't C?
A only, sir.
A only. Then what about C? Gayatri, why C? Yes, anybody? Hurry. Answer is given. Yes, please. Tell me. Definitely option B is not, and option D is also not, because that is root opposite to that. So when the root is going downwards, we all know auxins will support. First root only will be more germinating, then only shoot will be further. First root will develop and then only shoot will start rising. Until the root develops, it will not be. So now they are asking where will be the greatest concentration of the auxins to be found? Where it will be found? Anybody? Not A. Please respond. Why means If the sunlight comes from the particular direction, anybody can tell me oxygens will be towards the sunlight or away from the sunlight?
Away from the sunlight.
That is what. So now it is kept, it is not inside, it is kept horizontally. Now you at least you answer it. Now what is the answer? Away from that. At least now the answer.
C.
Option C. That is the only logic, Ra. Nothing else is there. Gayatri, you said answer C, but there is no reason. Why you are saying answer, I don't know. That's the reason I'm saying you. Accumulation in the shady region, very good. Now you are saying. So we all knows that the oxygens will always will go. Suppose if the sunlight is come from this side, what will happen? All the oxygens will go away from that. Am I right or wrong? That is what black shady, non-shady region. Hari, you don't know answer for this question. Mitakshri was saying option D. That's what. See, the concept what we studied is when the sunlight is coming, it is exposed horizontally. So definitely the sunlight will experience it in all the directions. That is what I'm saying you. So then what will happen? The oxygens will run away from the sunlight. They will never stay from there. So they will go to the opposite side of the sunlight direction. So now here if the sunlight is exposed horizontally everywhere, so then where is the oxygens? They will go to the another opposite side. Yes or no, guys? All of you? Yes.
Yes,
What is the answer? Option C. Imagine this question, if suppose if it is in board exam, how many of you make correct answer? That is what is matter. There is nothing big deal. People are saying many of you are A option. So what that is what it is exposed to the sunlight. First root cannot be. Abhirami said, what is your answer, Abhirami? Root. Because oxygens always what? Yes, please. It is a root. B part is a root. It is growing. So oxygens will support the growth of the what? Stem. So they will be pushing up. And the second one, A cannot be. Why? It is exposed to sunlight. So it cannot be. So opposite concentration only. So where is the concentration is high? At option C. Option D is not option D. Why? Option D is coming from the where? It's a plumule. Plumule of a plant. So where it is, where root and shoot will start growing already. So option C, where the concentration is high. So that's what you have to remember. Clear, everybody? Next question. The diagram shows a section through a flower. So which row correctly identifies the P and the method of pollination in the flower? So what is that, male or female? What is this one? Male gametes or female gametes?
Male gamete.
Male gamete. So male gamete is a what? Anther it is. Now what is the pollination here? Self-pollination, insect pollination, wind pollination. What they are asking. Anther and insect, anther and wind, stigma and insect, stigma and wind. So what is that actually? It's a male gamete. So anther it is. So anther first one. Then what? Self-pollination. What will help? Wind or insect? This is what they are asking. Anybody?
Insects.
Yes? Everyone? It is the insect pollination. Only insects can help them, not wind pollination. Wind pollination is the another one. While teaching time, I have taught you, remember that. So insects will come and they will try to suck the nectar. So then only the pollination will take place. So that is what you have to remember. Option A. Next. This is okay. This is not there for us. We can leave it. But this question is there. Okay. Next. Electricity, there is a good questions. That's what I want to say now. This is also you can say. Can you tell me which diagram represents the alloys? Alloys they are asking. Which diagram represents the alloys? First one, what is the structure? This structure already have seen in your NCERT also. NCERT, this structure is there. Can you tell me what is this structure?
There are allotropes of carbon.
Allotropes of carbon. Clear?
Structure of diamonds.
Yes. Yeah, this is structure of diamond. So one gone. So wherever one option is there, gone. Option A and option B. Because it is a pure. They're asking alloy. Alloy means what? Mixture of what? Metals. Next.
metals.
Yes. Next. Option 2. Option 2 is positive and negative. Positive and negative. This is not the alloys. Alloys are not positive and negative charges. So then Option 2, wherever it is there, gone. So only option is what? Option 3 and 4. That's all. Clear? So this is what picture-based questions. The way they will ask you, you have to learn. Next, this is I want to make it. So which pair of hydrocarbons? We all knows that. To identify, 3 test tubes is given, all saturated and unsaturated. So we can identify with the help of bromine. Can you tell me what is that bromine water? Who will decolorize the bromine water? This is the most important test I have shown.
Unsaturated.
Yeah, unsaturated both can be decolorize the bromine water. So decolorize the bromine water by both. Now they're asking which pair of hydrocarbons can be distinguished from each other by the addition of bromine water. So it is butane. See that this name they are not saying. Please be careful. You have to identify A, B, C, D. What is the name of this one? I'm giving 10 seconds time. Make it fast and tell me. First one, butane, yen, and butene. Next, methane. Next, propene. See, first one, I can avoid it. This is also saturated or unsaturated? Saturated or unsaturated? It is saturated or unsaturated. Double bond, ra. Such a people.
Unsaturated.
Night also I'm asking you to read, that is only carbons compound. And this is also unsaturated. Unsaturated, unsaturated. You cannot. And this is saturated and this is also saturated. You cannot. And this one, this is unsaturated and this is saturated. You can find it. And this is what? This is unsaturated and this is also double bond is there. Unsaturated. You cannot find. They're asking a question what? Which pair of hydrocarbon can be distinguished from each other by the addition of bromine water? So why option A is correct? Anybody can tell me? Because one is saturated, another one is what?
Unsaturated.
Unsaturated. So we can identify why unsaturated decolorizes, saturated no change in color. So we can identify. Why can't B? B both are unsaturated. So we cannot distinguish which is what. Am I right or wrong? Both will decolorize. And next, option C, both are saturated. Both cannot decolorize. So we cannot identify. Last one, both are again unsaturated. Both will decolorize. So we cannot find it. Am I right or wrong? Everybody. So that's why what is the correct answer? Option A. Such a good question you see is that. This question, if it comes, I'm saying you, top 10% people only will answer. Remaining and all, they will go with the most of the cases, both unsaturated. Both unsaturated means 100% either B or C. B or D, they will choose and they'll leave it. Because a concept they will remember, bromine will decolorize unsaturated. Adi theriyadu, many people, they will never remember that also. That's what I speak. So remember that, that's what. Okay. So next. This is not there for us, not there. Electricity, there is a good questions. So that's what I want to make it. Yeah. So this is the question next. So the diagram shows 4 circuits. Which circuit can be used to find the resistance of resistor R? They're asking. Resistance of a resistor R. So first, 2 things you have to remember here. Voltmeter and ammeter must be. Voltmeter must be connected how? Voltmeter must be connected
Parallels.
parallel. Ammeter must be in series. So A gone, C gone, and D gone. So what is the correct option?
Option B.
Option B. That's all. Next. This question I want it everybody. So I'm giving time. 1 minute time will be given. Let me see who will find it. Everybody do it, guys. Imagine this is like a 2-mark question, but it's a MCQ. Make it quick and do it. Two resistors are there. One is yes, another one is T. So just find the answer. Make it quick. I want answer, please. Yuhan solving Yuhan. Everybody must solve. Varshan Saleh, Kirti, Mitakshri saying option D is the correct option. Next one. So it's nothing is there. What is that? For this, you no need to even think. It is a what connection first, Mr. Johan, you answer, otherwise you can leave from the meeting. No issues. I'm asking what connection it is. Anybody? What
Parallel
connection it
connection.
is? Others? What connection, Johan, it is?
Parallel, sir.
Parallel connection means what is the first point you have to remember?
Voltage constant, sir.
Voltage constant, that's all, nothing else is there. Voltage constant. So voltage constant means, so option A and option C I can avoid it, because still option C and option A and option C, they're saying 6 volts, so gone it is. So I can say either option B or option D. Then next. Then what? Is it they are mentioning identical resistors? And next second point, what about parallel connection? There is another second point. Anybody can tell? What is
Sum
the
of
second point?
individual current is
Yes.
equal to
So the
total.
total current is equals to what? Sum of the individual current. That's all. The total current is equals to sum of the individual current. So current across the S is P, current across the T is Q. Total current is R. So R is equals to what? Everybody. Total current R is equals to what? Everybody. P plus Q. That's all. So what is the answer? Option D. See, question looks very big. Answer is very simple. You need to make just a basic 2 points. V remains constant in parallel connection across any resistor. Second one is sum of the total current is equals to sum of the individual current. When you are studying the parallel connection, only these 2 points are important. Am I right or wrong? That's all it is. See, this is what is for 1 mark. This is only, we can say exactly, I'm saying this is what CBQs. So nothing else is there. Meeting is going to join, come back and we'll make it. Here also some questions are there. We'll finish it, electricity. Solve this question. For this, you no need to struggle this much. Simply you can answer it. That's what I can feel it. Very simple question it is. Just you have to do. Version, understand version? Nitin? Do it fast, everybody. Asini, Make it quick.